cold open.
Welcome back, Pioneers. My name is Anna Wilming.
And I'm Taylor Stewart. Thank you for tuning in to your national news show.
On January 7th, a group of far-right supporters stormed the Capitol buildings and high courts after the swearing-in of the new president, Lula. These supporters caused mass damage and extreme fear among the people and elected officials.
The government attempted to keep the people calm and released multiple statements. The attempts fell short and the riots continued. The riots were stopped later that week after extreme military intervention.
Yesterday, the prosecutor general presented the charges for the 39 arrested Bolsonaro supporters. The rioters caused millions of dollars in damage and can be expected to be charged and punished severely.
The media worsened the situation as they induced fear throughout the entire day, much like the riots of January 6th in 2020. Brazil and Trump are the top trending searches on Twitter.
In the following months, there should be more news to come about what the arrested supporters will face. Here's Brady with more information.
Hey Pioneers, today we're going to be looking into Brazil's capital being raided. On January 7th, hundreds of people stormed Brazil's capital in protest of the president's administration. The protesters are supporters of Brazil's last president, Jair Bolsonaro, who lost the election to Lula da Silva. The protesters have been camped outside the capital since Bolsonaro's defeat, and the armed forces have been watching them closely to make sure nothing bad happens. However, they eventually were able to storm many buildings, including the Congress building, the Supreme Court, and the presidential palace. The protesters smashed windows, destroyed things, and used furniture to barricade against security forces, trying to get them out. Eventually, armed forces were able to clear all of the buildings of people, and over 1,500 people have been arrested so far. President Lula da Silva said that all of the people involved will be found and punished, and Brazil's Attorney General's office said they will be investigating all of the breaches. That's all I have for today. Back to the desk.
Thank you, Brady. White House officials stated on Monday that there are no visitor logs that keep track of who comes and goes from President Biden's personal residence in Wilmington, Delaware, where 6 classified documents were discovered in recent days. One House Republican demanded on Sunday that the White House turn over visitor logs for Mr. Biden's home to Congress.
Italy's most wanted mafia boss, Matteo Messina Denaro, was arrested by armed police at a private hospital in Sicily on Monday, where the man who has been on the run since 1993 was being treated for cancer. Messina Denaro had been sentenced in absentia to a life term for his role in the 1992 murders of anti-mafia prosecutors Giovanni Falcone and Paolo Borsellino, crimes that shocked the nation and sparked a crackdown on Cosa Nostra.
Ohio State junior quarterback C.J. Stroud has declared for the NFL draft, making his announcement on the final day that players could formally declare that they are entering the 2023 draft. Stroud is projected to be a top 5 player in the NFL draft, according to ESPN draft analyst. He'll compete with Alabama Bryce Young and Kentucky's Will Levis to be top quarterback taken.
Cowboys kicker Brett Maher has emerged as the accidental star of the game after missing a baffling 4 straight extra point attempts. Sadly, those 4 misses smashed the record in the worst way, with the previous record for missed extra points being 2, and he only needed 3 quarters for his unfortunate mark in the record book. Now here's Bobby with a closer look at an Alabama basketball player involved in a capital murder on campus.
Disney Plus has released a new trailer for The Mandalorian during the NFL wildcard game on ESPN and ABC Network. It shows Pedro Pascal's character Din Djarin and Grogu reunited and going on to their next adventure. Din also reveals in the trailer that he's going back to the planet Mandalore in an effort to redeem himself after removing his helmet and showing his face to other people by the end of Season 2.
The companies behind the tarnished Golden Globe Awards pushed forward with a rehabilitation effort on Tuesday, with Hollywood luminaries making their way through a waterlogged Los Angeles to accept trophies for film and television achievements. The stand-up comedian Jared Carmichael hosted the 80th Globe ceremony, foregoing the typical monologue for a subdued opening directly addressing the lack of diversity that kept the show off the air last year. In several moments, a quiet awkwardness fell over the room as when he noted that the group that awards the Globes didn't, quote, have a single black member, end quote.
Well, that's all we have for you today, Pioneers. Thank you for watching. Any stories you would like to hear more about, please message The Juice on Instagram or TikTok at OOHS Juice. For The Juice, I'm Taylor Stewart.
And I'm Anna Wilming. Have a great week, and we'll see you next time.